Buhari would be remembered as a leader who cared for ordinary Nigerians. Loretta Onoche, the personal assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on new media, has reacted to the viral video of a massive welcome from Muhammadu Buhari in Kano. He was welcomed by a huge crowd of supporters. While reacting, Loretta Onoche described President Buhari as a Nigerian leader who will be remembered for many things. She said he'll be remembered amongst the other strides as the Nigerian leader whose passion for the welfare of ordinary Nigerians translated into the transformation of the rail system in Nigeria. Okay. Loretta Onoche's description of President Muhammadu Buhari is nothing but the truth. Oh, wow. Since Buhari became the president of Nigeria, we have experienced a lot of changes in the country's infrastructure facilities such as roads, railway, and many more. What do you have to say about this? Do you think, or do you have a contrary view to what Loretta Onoche has said? Of course, what? A contrary view to what she has said. She was right. I mean, come on. She was making sense. I mean, she woke up and she decided to speak facts. Come on. What can you say? What can you say to oppose what she has said? I mean, of course, it snows in Nigeria every year. Of course. I mean, Buhari cares about the ordinary man. Of course he does. And that is reflected in the transportation, or in the transformation of the railway system, in which every Nigerian can attest to using it for their daily transportation, which is very efficient. We use these things. We cannot. Of course. Oh wow. A comment here says this woman is a disgrace to her family. Is she? Is she the Buhari is the first Daura terrorist to be a president. Oh, all right. Actually, Buhari will be a former president and nothing else. Demographers are really editing his works to be kept in the archives. Look how you loose woman. What kind of care, if I may ask? Why? How does this make her loose? If you say, okay, let me not even go into that at all. But of course she's speaking facts, right? Of course. Because honestly, you can't even get angry. You just have to laugh. You honestly have to laugh, because it's like when something is so evident, like you can see that this is this, you can see something is A, and then someone tries to convince you that it is Z. This is gaslighting at its finest. Okay, fine, we might see it as a joke, but it's actually a form of gaslighting, because we know that they're not being serious. And of course, yes, he did build the railroad transportation, whatever, but then it's like, how efficient is it? Is it very common, like Nigerians using Okada? How efficient is it? Can somebody just be like, what, can a Nigerian be comfortable, let's say in Lagos, and be comfortable in living in the mainland but having a job in the island, because they understand that they can use the transportation system, the railway, and it would be efficient? Can they actually have that trust that would happen? So again, I mean, you can't really get angry at the woman. You just have to laugh, because that's all you can do. That is literally all that you can do. Somebody says, yes, his Buhari doesn't have evil mind for Nigerians, because when he enters the military, he tried by all means to reduce corruption for Nigeria. But then the people he uses for his government want to fall his hands. Really, it is Father Buhari with Ijago time that they both rule Nigeria a little bit. All right. Thank God I am not an ordinary Nigerian, because because she said that he helps the ordinary Nigerian, and I'm like, what ordinary Nigerian? I'm not part of that. So yeah. Someone says this woman is a shrew of rotten utterances. Oh, all right. Someone says this is why you will never be INEC minister. Fool. Are you the one to decide that? I don't know. Like, you're not the one to decide that. Again, these the people in the National Assembly. Of course, they had a clash, but even if they had a clash and they don't put her there, I don't even think that you can decide what basically goes on. Somebody here says Loretta Onoche must be the biggest clown ever lived. Who will? Imbecile woman. Of course, people are out here going for her in the comment section. But then what can you say? I think we just have to be, intentional about understanding that, we're going to be, we're going to be intentional with our emotions and how we use them, because again, something like this of course should make a Nigerian angry, and of course that's what they want you to expend your energy being angry at the government, and then when your energy is gone, it's counterproductive, because then really and truly you don't even look for solutions. You complain, the energy is gone, and then you're tired, and then that cycle continues. It is a very toxic cycle. They are gaslighting us. We react to the gaslighting because we are so angry, because we understand we are Nigerians, we live as Nigerians, we understand what it means to be a Nigerian, and understanding the daily life of a Nigerian. And for somebody in government that is meant to change your situation, to tell you what is not, it is of course enough to get you angry. But then again, it's like this government is playing psychological games with us to expend and spend our energy, waste it on reacting rather than responding and finding solutions. And then we fall into that cycle time and time again. And that's the same cycle that our forefathers or our ancestors or the generations before us, that is what they fell for, and that is what they've passed on to the next generation. And obviously it is now left for us to stop it so we do not pass this to the next generation. So yeah, you cannot get angry at the woman. Like, there's literally no point. There is literally no point. I mean, again, people have different things that will get them angry. I mean, there could be another news where I'm like, what? And I lose it all. But really and truly, like, we just got to be intentional, because you have to laugh. This is so, so funny. Imagine using your own words to say, Buhari will be remembered as a leader who cared for ordinary Nigerians. However, another of his aide, Femi Additional, said the president is a bully who has dictatorial tendencies and wants to whip Nigerians into line. Does that how he shows that he cares for the ordinary Nigerian? I'm not too sure. I am not too sure. So yeah, and again, the comments here, again, coming for her family, her gender, coming for everything that they can. And I understand, okay, fine, they're hiding their emotions, but really and truly, like, you can't take somebody like this seriously. I mean, you actually cannot. You can't take her seriously, because listen, she's enjoying her life, she's stealing a lot of money, she's out here having the connections, and you are going to be upset, spend your energy, waste it, you react rather than you respond, and she's achieved her goal, and then we fall back into that cycle. It is a lot of energy, except we're going to react and respond, but that's too much. It is too much for us to handle, and being a Nigerian is already enough stress. We don't need that. Someone says, uses someone like you, this mad woman has resumed her duty after her failed attempt to hijack INEC. Gaslighting. Oh, these government gaslights are so much. It is crazy. Like, it's crazy, because then it's like, it's so obvious to see that it is gaslighting, but then they continue, and they just have no shame. They really do not have any shame. Loretta and Joe surprised to be husband and wife, because the reason, like, Umbudu man and Umbudu woman. I don't even know what that means, but yeah. But what do you think about this? And don't forget to like and subscribe.